Hi, welcome. This is Barnabas, and welcome to an Eye on Privacy, where we talk about data protection and cyber security issues. So today we are going to look into something that's happened in Singapore, and that is the incident whereby a kindergarten preschool teacher was charged in court for abusing children at a preschool. In fact, not just one, but there are two incidents, unfortunately from the same preschool, that were arrested because they were found causing hurt and abusing children from preschool. This is totally unacceptable. This act is terrible. I mean, being a parent myself, I really cannot imagine my kid being in this preschool. So, I'm not here to judge about the preschool. Let's talk about privacy here, because of this incident, it has sparked the local authorities, or rather the agency for the Early Childhood Development Agency in Singapore, one of the governing bodies that governs preschool in Singapore. It prompted the ECDA to make it mandatory for all preschools and government-funded early intervention centers to have CCTVs in their premises by July 2024. That is just about 10 months from now. And well, at this point of time, there are not yet any firm guidelines on how these CCTVs are to be installed. Well, of course, coming from a privacy point of view, this is clearly collection of data of children or minors. In some countries is deemed as sensitive data, and there are certainly many concerns when it comes to privacy and data protection. And here in Singapore, we have an act called the Personal Data Protection Act that governs the personal rights, the rights of the personal data of each individual. That whatever that's collected, used, and disclosed must be compliant with the PDPA, which involves 11 obligations. You can see the video link to find out more about 11 obligations. But right now, I'm going to talk about CCTVs in premises, in preschools. And as parents, once we put our kids to a preschool, we'll certainly be asked to sign consent for the preschool to collect our data of our children. And here it says, the purpose of the data here will be for the objective of reliable evidence to support any form of investigation. And it also says below somewhere that parents may view the video. Now, this is something very interesting, because typically in most privacy policies, these data subjects would not be allowed to view these videos unless they made a formal police report, because within the videos recorded, there are certainly going to be other people in the video, and in this case of preschool, I am sure there are going to be teachers or other children there. I don't know how they're going to deal with this, but I reckon it will not be too far off from how we typically deal with privacy issues in others' workspaces. So let's look forward to see what ECDA, the Agency for Early Child Development, to publish the guidelines that will come 1st September. So meanwhile, this access about CCTV, I really don't think, I personally do not think that parents will have open access to CCTV footages to the preschools, and I certainly am pretty sure that the preschools will not be opening up these CCTVs to the internet for browsing, because you know how easy it is to hack into a webcam, and that's going to breach several rights of the children in the preschool. So all I can say is, in Singapore, many parents work and send their kids to preschool. I guess the only responsible thing to do is really to get to know the preschool, talk to teachers. I'm not here to talk about preschool, but I feel that it's important that we recognize that the preschool has to also comply with PDPA. So let's work together to make this work. And let's not make the preschools life difficult, because as it is, I think it is tough to manage so many children. So my goal is to really educate everybody, and let me continue with another video once the guidelines are released so that parents get a better idea of what their rights are. But right now, you shouldn't be able to view any videos from preschools unless there's a very, very serious issue. But of course, you can always write in formally to seek the data protection officer of the preschool to find out what's happening. Otherwise, seriously, make a police report. So my name is Mark Barnabas. I hope I'll give a bit more information, and I'll be glad to support preschools on their journey to become more compliant to PDPA. So this is a little bit about me. I have a game called Data Heist that educates the public about cyber hygiene. I look forward to educating everybody about cybersecurity, cyber hygiene, and to protect not just their personal data, but their data in general. So my name is Mark Barnabas. See you guys real soon. Take care. Be safe. Goodbye.